I want you to know that I'll be speaking at a thoughtful pace throughout this video. Why? Because while you're learning these powerful life lessons, you're also mastering English reading skills. Follow the text on screen. Let each word sink in. This is your chance to improve your English while discovering something that could change your financial future. Now, let's begin. You wake up at dawn. You grind all day. You collapse at night. Yet somehow, your bank account stays empty. Here's what nobody tells you. Working hard and working smart are not the same thing. In the next few minutes, you're going to discover why effort alone is keeping you poor and what to do about it. This isn't about working harder. You've already tried that. This is about working differently. There's a lie we've all been sold. Work hard and success will follow. This message comes from parents, teachers, society. It sounds logical. It feels fair. But look around. The hardest workers you know, are they the richest? Construction workers, nurses, delivery drivers. They work until their bodies ache. They sacrifice time with family. They miss their children growing up. Yet financial freedom remains a distant dream. Walk into any hospital at 3 in the morning. Nurses are running between patients. 12-hour shifts, saving lives. Yet many struggle to pay their own bills. Drive past any construction site. Men and women under the burning sun, lifting, carrying, building the world around us. But they can't afford to buy the buildings they construct. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The system rewards leverage, not labor. A programmer writes code once, it runs 1,000,000 times. An author writes a book once, it sells for decades. A course creator records lessons once, students watch forever. But if you trade hours for dollars, you're trapped in a cage where time is your ceiling. Your body has limits. 24 hours in a day, 8 hours for sleep. Maybe 16 hours you could work. That's your maximum. No matter how hard you push, you cannot create more time. This is the invisible prison of linear income. I just need to work harder. That's what they want you to think. Because while you're exhausted from working, you're too tired to think about changing the game entirely. Tired people don't start businesses. Tired people don't learn new skills. Tired people survive, not thrive. Think about a hamster on a wheel, running fast, going nowhere, legs moving, heart pumping, energy spent, but the cage stays in the same place. That's what hard work without strategy looks like. The wheel isn't the problem. The direction is. You can run faster on that wheel, you can run longer, but you'll still be in the same cage tomorrow. Most broke people focus on the wrong metric. They ask, how much can I earn per hour? $15? $20? $50? They celebrate raises, 5% more this year. They compare their hourly rate with friends. They feel proud when the number goes up. But that's the question that keeps you poor. Rich people ask, how can I earn while I sleep? Imagine this. You're sleeping right now. 8 hours of rest. During those 8 hours, is money flowing into your account? For most people, the answer is no. When they stop working, money stops coming. But for others, sales are happening. Interest is accumulating. Rent is being paid. Royalties are being deposited. The difference isn't luck, it's structure. Here's what this means. There are 3 types of income. Linear income, where you trade time for money. This is where most people live. You show up, you get paid, you don't show up. You don't get paid. Simple, direct, limited. Then there's leveraged income, where your effort multiplies. You create something once, it reaches many people. One video, thousands of viewers, one product, hundreds of sales, and finally, passive income, where money works for you. Investments, rental properties, automated businesses. The money machine runs whether you're watching it or not. But I need money now. Exactly. The rent is due next week. Groceries can't wait. Bills are piling up. I understand. And that mindset is precisely what keeps you locked in the urgency cycle. You're so busy putting out fires that you never build the fire station. Every month, the same emergency. Every month, the same scramble. The crisis never ends because you never create systems to prevent it. Consider this. 2 people work equally hard. Same energy, same hours, same dedication. One digs ditches. Every day, a new hole. Shovel in hand, dirt flying. By evening, the hole is complete. Payment received. Tomorrow, another hole, another payment. The work never builds on itself. One builds systems. First month, building a website. Second month, creating products. Third month, setting up automation. The work compounds. Each month builds on the last. After 10 years, the ditch digger has strong muscles and an aching back. Maybe some savings if lucky. The system builder has assets that generate income without their presence. While they sleep, while they vacation, while they spend time with family. The math is brutal. Let's calculate together. If you earn $50 an hour and work 50 hours a week, that's $2,500 weekly. Multiply by 52 weeks, that's $130,000 a year maximum. Before taxes take 30%. Before burnout makes you quit. Before your body gives out at age 50. Before you realize you traded your health for money. That's your ceiling. And ceilings are expensive when you're trying to build a life. Buy a house. Raise children. Save for retirement. Take care of aging parents. The ceiling is too low for the life you want to live. Here's where most hardworking people go wrong. They get really good at one thing. They spend years perfecting it. 10,000 hours of practice. Certificates on the wall. Professional recognition. They become experts. The best accountant in the office. The fastest typist. The most skilled machinist. Then they wonder why they're still broke. Because in today's economy, specialists are replaceable. There are 1 million good accountants. Thousands graduate every year. Companies can hire any one of them, but skill combinations are not. Nobody can replace what doesn't exist anywhere else. Think about it like this. Being a good writer is common. Millions write well. Journalists, bloggers, content creators. Being good with data is common. Analysts everywhere. Excel experts. Statistics graduates. But being a good writer who understands data, that's rare. Companies search desperately for this person. Marketing teams need them. Research firms hunt for them. That's valuable. That's expensive. The market pays premium prices for rare combinations. I should master one thing first. This sounds wise. Focus, dedication, depth before breadth. But mastery in a single skill is like having a single key. It opens one door, maybe a good door, maybe a stable job. But what happens when that door closes? When technology changes? When industries shift? When companies downsize? You're left standing with one key and no backup. You need a keychain. Multiple keys, multiple doors, multiple options. Most people climb vertically in their field. Junior accountant to senior accountant. Entry-level engineer to lead engineer. Assistant to manager to director. Junior to senior to expert. They think this is the path. Climb the ladder, one rung at a time. 20 years later, they're at the top of a ladder, leaning against the wrong building. But the real money moves happen horizontally. When you combine unrelated skills into something unique, something the market has never seen before. A designer who codes. They don't just make pretty pictures. They build functional websites. They command double the salary. A salesperson who understands psychology. They don't just pitch products. They understand human behavior. They close deals others can't. A teacher who builds online platforms. They don't just work in classrooms. They reach millions. They create courses. They build empires. Here's the secret they don't teach in school. Your weird combination of skills is more valuable than being the best at one thing. That accountant who also understands marketing, incredibly valuable. That writer who also knows video editing, highly sought after. That customer service rep who learned coding, they become product managers. The intersection is where opportunity hides. Not in the crowded centers where everyone competes, but in the gaps, in the spaces between traditional roles. That's where you become irreplaceable, because nobody else is standing there. You could be the hardest worker in the world, arriving first, leaving last, producing excellent results, solving problems nobody else can solve, delivering quality that exceeds expectations. But if nobody knows about it, you're just tired and broke. Your manager knows, your immediate team knows, but the decision makers, the people who control promotions, the clients who pay premium rates, they have no idea you exist. This is the harsh reality. Your work has to be seen to be valued. Walk into any company. There's someone doing amazing work in the back office, quietly excellent, never complaining, always delivering. And there's someone doing average work but talking about it constantly. Guess who gets promoted? Guess who gets the raise? The visible one. Not fair, but real. Most broke people have an allergy to self-promotion. It feels dirty. It feels wrong. It feels like begging for attention. They think good work speaks for itself. It doesn't. Good work whispers. In a noisy world, whispers get lost. Nobody hears them. You have to amplify it, not lie about it, not exaggerate it. Simply make it visible. Let people know what you're capable of. Let them see your results. I don't want to brag. I hear this constantly, and I understand the feeling. Nobody likes the person who won't stop talking about themselves. But that's not what visibility is about. Bragging is talking about how great you are. Visibility is showing what you've accomplished. Bragging is demanding attention. Visibility is inviting opportunity. It's about making sure the right opportunities can find you. That dream job exists somewhere. That perfect client is searching right now, but they're searching for someone they can see. You can't get hired for jobs people don't know you can do. Think about two equally talented people. Same skills, same experience, same intelligence. One shares their work online, posts their projects, teaches what they know on social media, writes articles, makes videos, builds a presence, slowly, consistently, one piece at a time. The other works in silence, head down, focused on perfection, hoping someone notices. Believing quality will eventually be recognized, waiting for the tap on the shoulder. 10 years later, one has opportunities flooding in, emails from recruiters, invitations to speak, clients reaching out. The other is still hoping, still waiting, still wondering why nobody sees their talent. The internet has removed every excuse. 20 years ago, you needed connections. You needed gatekeepers to approve you. Not anymore. You don't need a publisher to share your writing. Medium, Substack, your own blog, all free. You don't need a gallery to show your art. Instagram, Behance, Pinterest, millions will see it. You don't need a record label to release your music. Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, direct to listeners. The tools are free. The platforms exist. The audience is waiting. They're actively searching for content, for solutions, for inspiration. Your silence is costing you. Every day you stay invisible is another day someone else captures the opportunity that should have been yours. Here's something nobody talks about. Being broke is exhausting. Checking your account before buying groceries, calculating if you can afford gas, stress about bills. This mental load drains the exact energy you need to escape poverty. Rich people make decisions from abundance. Broke people make decisions from scarcity. And scarcity thinking keeps you in survival mode instead of growth mode. I'll invest in myself when I have extra money. But that's backwards. You get extra money by investing in yourself first, not after. Consider your energy like a battery. Every financial stress drains it. Every decision made from fear drains it. By the time you get home from work, you have nothing left for the moves that would actually change your situation. Here's the trap. You're too broke to invest in learning. too tired to build something on the side, too stressed to think strategically. So you wake up tomorrow and do it all again. The cycle feeds itself. Smart people protect their energy like gold. They automate decisions. They eliminate energy vampires. They create space for strategic thinking even when they're broke, especially when they're broke. Your network is your net worth. You've heard this, but here's what it really means. Broke people surround themselves with broke people. They share strategies for staying broke. They normalize struggle. They make poverty comfortable. This isn't about abandoning friends. It's about being intentional. Every person in your life is either lifting you up or weighing you down financially. But these are my people, and that loyalty is beautiful. But loyalty to struggle helps nobody. You can't pull someone out of quicksand if you're standing in it with them. Think about proximity. If everyone around you thinks 50,000 a year is success, that becomes your ceiling. If everyone around you rents forever, home ownership feels impossible. Your circle creates your reality. Here's what to do. Find one person doing what you want to do. Not someone famous, someone accessible. Study them. Offer value. Build a genuine connection. One door opened by the right person is worth more than 1,000 doors you're trying to kick down alone. And here's the thing about successful people. They're less busy than you think. They've built systems. They have time. They're often looking for hungry, hardworking people to help. But you have to be visible. You have to be valuable. You have to show up. Broke people buy things. Wealthy people buy assets. This distinction is everything. A thing loses value the moment you own it. An asset generates value over time. That new phone? Thing. A course that teaches you a skill? Potentially an asset. Those expensive shoes? Thing. A website that generates leads? Asset. I deserve to treat myself. And you do. But if all your money goes to things, you'll work forever. Assets buy you freedom. Things buy you temporary happiness. Most people never escape being broke because they never own anything that makes them money. Their car depreciates, their clothes wear out, their gadgets become obsolete. Nothing they own is working for them. Here's the shift. Before buying anything, ask yourself, will this make me money, save me money, or teach me something valuable? If the answer is no to all three, pause. That's not a purchase. That's a setback. The first asset you need to buy is yourself. Your skills, your health, your knowledge. These appreciate over time. Everything else can wait. You want results now. That urgency is killing you because anything worth building takes time and you keep quitting right before the breakthrough. 3 months into learning a skill, this isn't working. 6 months into building a side project, nobody cares. 1 year into content creation, I'm wasting my time. Then you stop, and someone else starts where you quit and succeeds. But I need money today. This is the trap. Your immediate needs prevent you from solving your long-term problem, so you stay stuck in the cycle. Think about a bamboo tree. You water it for 5 years and see almost nothing. Then in 6 weeks, it grows 90 feet. All that watering wasn't wasted. It was building roots. Your effort isn't wasted just because you can't see results yet. Here's the brutal truth. You're going to be working hard anyway. For the next 5 years, you'll be grinding. The question is whether that grinding is building something or just paying bills. Same effort, different destination. Most broke people give up 3 feet from gold. They were so close to the tipping point, but they couldn't see it, so they quit, and the cycle starts over. Here's something that should make you angry. The information that could change your life is free. Every skill you need to learn is available online. Every strategy that works is documented. Every mentor shares their knowledge. It's all there, for free. So why are you still broke? Because you're not learning. You're consuming. Watching motivational videos isn't learning. Reading self-help books isn't learning. Learning is when your behavior changes. I don't have time to learn. You have time. You just spend it on things that keep you comfortable. That hour of scrolling could be an hour of learning. Those 3 shows you watched could have been a course completed. Think about compound learning. If you learn one valuable thing per week, that's 52 new tools in your arsenal by next year. Most people learn nothing new after leaving school. They complain about being stuck while refusing to sharpen their tools. Here's the formula. Identify the skill that would most impact your income. Find the best free resource to learn it. Dedicate 30 minutes daily. In 6 months, you'll have a new capability. In a year, you'll have a new income stream. The difference between broke and wealthy isn't intelligence, it's application. Wealthy people learn and immediately implement. Broke people learn and file it away for someday. You think starting a business is risky. You think investing is risky. You think learning a new skill is risky. But here's what's actually risky. Doing the same thing for 40 years and hoping it works out differently. Your job isn't safe. Your paycheck isn't guaranteed. Your company will replace you the moment the numbers make sense. That's not security. That's a comfortable illusion. But what if I fail? What if you already are failing, just slowly enough that you don't notice? Staying broke is failing in slow motion. Think about calculated risks. Not gambling, not recklessness. Strategic bets on yourself. Start small. Test ideas. Build while you still have your job. Nobody says quit tomorrow. But starting never is the bigger risk. Here's what successful people know. You can recover from a failed business. You can't recover wasted decades. Time is the asset you can't get back. Money you can always make more of. The people who changed their lives weren't more talented than you. They weren't smarter. They weren't luckier. They just bet on themselves when you bet on safety. And safety kept you exactly where you are. This is the hardest chapter because it requires looking in the mirror. Your broke situation isn't just about money. It's about the story you tell yourself. I'm not good with money. That's a story. Rich people are lucky. That's a story. I'll never get ahead. That's a story. And every story you believe becomes your reality. Your brain is designed to prove you right. Tell it you're bad with money, and it will find evidence. Tell it you're learning to build wealth, and it will find different evidence. Same reality. Different lens. But my situation is different. Everyone's situation is different. And everyone who escaped poverty had obstacles. Some had it worse than you. They didn't have fewer problems. They're better responses to problems. Think about learned helplessness. When you try and fail enough times, you stop trying. You accept broke as your identity. You make peace with limitation. That acceptance is the final lock on your cage. Here's the breakthrough. You're not trying to become someone else. You're trying to become who you would have been without all the limiting beliefs installed in your mind. That person is still in there, waiting. Knowledge without action is just entertainment. Think about your bookshelf. How many books sit there, read but not applied? Think about your browser history. Hundreds of motivational videos, inspiring talks, expert interviews. You've watched the videos, read the books, listen to the podcasts. You've taken notes. You've highlighted passages. You've nodded along in agreement. You know what to do. The steps are clear. The path is obvious. But you're still not doing it. The knowledge sits in your mind like furniture in storage. Paid for, but never used. This is the gap where dreams go to die. Not from lack of information, not from lack of desire, but from lack of movement. Between knowing and doing, that's the graveyard. Between intention and execution, where good ideas turn to dust. Between someday and today, that distance feels small. It's actually infinite. Someday never comes. It's not on any calendar. It's the place dreams go to wait forever. I'm not ready yet. How many times have you said this? To yourself, to others, to opportunities that knocked on your door. I need more preparation, more research, more planning. But here's the truth nobody wants to hear. You'll never feel ready. Never. Not in 5 years, not after 10 courses, not after reading 50 more books. Ready is a feeling that comes after you start, not before. You don't think your way into readiness. You act your way into it. The confidence comes from doing, from failing, from learning, from trying again. Most people are waiting for perfect conditions. They have a list, mental or written. When I have more money, when I have more time, when the kids are older, when I finish this job, when the economy improves, the right time, the right resources, the right moment, that perfect alignment of circumstances. Meanwhile, someone less qualified and less prepared is taking action and learning along the way. They're making mistakes, ugly mistakes, public mistakes, but each mistake teaches them something. 6 months later, they're ahead of you, not because they knew more, because they moved first. Here's the secret. Start messy. Your first attempt will be terrible. Accept it now. Start small. Don't launch a company tomorrow. Take one small step today. Start scared. Fear never goes away. Successful people feel it too. They just move anyway. But start. Today. Right now. After this video ends, a terrible first step beats a perfect plan that never gets executed. The person who publishes bad content learns to make good content. The person planning perfect content learns nothing. They're still planning while others are improving. You know what you need to do. Stop pretending you don't. Deep down, you know exactly what it is. The skill you need to learn. Is it coding? Is it public speaking? Is it writing? You know. The side project you need to start. That business idea. That creative work. That service you could offer. You know. The person you need to reach out to. That mentor. That potential client. That collaborator. Their email is probably easy to find. You know, the habit you need to build. Waking earlier. Exercising daily. Reading more. Creating consistently. You know. Stop treating this like new information. This isn't a discovery. This is a reminder. Treat it like the assignment it is. An assignment has a deadline. An assignment requires action. An assignment doesn't accept excuses, only results. If you're hardworking but broke, it's not because you're lazy. It's because you're playing the wrong game. You're bringing work ethic to a strategy fight, and strategy wins every time. Everything we've covered, from leverage to learning, from visibility to mindset, these aren't just concepts. They're the difference between grinding forever and building something that lasts. Here's your reality. 1 year from now, you'll either be in the same place or somewhere different. The time will pass either way. Your choice is whether you spend it doing more of what isn't working or trying something new. Take one idea from this video. Just one. Not all of them. One. The one that made you uncomfortable. The one you immediately thought, but I can't do that. That's the one. Do that one thing this week. Not perfectly. Just do it. Your broke situation is temporary, if you decide it is. Every wealthy person you admire was once exactly where you are. Broke. Frustrated. Working hard with nothing to show for it. The difference is, they changed direction. They applied strategy to their effort. You have the work ethic. Now add the strategy. You have the time. Now use it differently. You have the potential. Now bet on it. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for perfect. Stop waiting for easy. It's not coming. What's coming is another year of the same unless you interrupt the pattern right now. The best time to change was 5 years ago. The second best time is today. Not tomorrow. Today.